Hello everyone, myself Taruna from FH Medical College and I am going to discuss on the topic migraine. So, migraine is a disorder of nervous system. Mostly people say migraine is just a headache. However, those who get migraine will tell you this is little bit more to it than just a simply headache. नॉर्मली हम सब हेडेक को इग्नोर कर देते हैं कि चलो किसी भी वजह से हो सकता है, मे बी ड्यू टू फीवर और कोई भी कॉज हो. बट हेडेक अगर बार बार आ रहा है और वो आपकी डेली रूटीन एक्टिविटीज़ को, क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ को इफेक्ट कर रहा है, देन वी शुड इमीडिएटली कंसल्ट टू डॉक्टर. इट नॉट जस्ट हेडेक देन. सो नाउ डेफिनेशन ऑफ migraine. It is a familiar disorder characterized by recurrent attacks of headache, widely variable in intensity, frequency, and duration. Attacks are commonly unilateral and are usually associated with anorexia, nausea, and vomiting. Intensity, frequency, and duration. These are three important parameters that decide headache. Migraine affects 15 to 25% of people and it affects more women as compared to men. Now, migraine triggers. These are those factors that increase the intensity of headache that actually promote migraine. So first is hormonal changes, mostly seen in young and healthy women of reproductive age group, and it is also linked to fluctuating level of estrogen during menstrual cycle. Second is disturbed sleep pattern. Third, some dietary factors like coffee, cheese, chocolate, alcohol, smoking, they also promote. Fourth, psychological factors. Example, stress, shock, tension, anxiety, they also can cause migraine. Even they can trigger migraine. Fifth, physical exertion like exercise, traveling, they also can trigger migraine. Weather changes in smoky and dusty environment or something like in extreme cold and hot climate. Next, drugs. Some females take OCPs, HRT, and sleeping pills can also trigger migraine. And last, visual, auditory and olfactory stimuli. कुछ लोगों को एकदम से जो माइग्रेन के पेशेंट्स होते हैं तो एकदम से ज़्यादा लाइट, एकदम से ज़्यादा साउंड से बहुत ज़्यादा सेंसिटिविटी हो जाती है, इवन बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग स्मेल से भी. नाउ थर्ड थिंग, नाउ वी कम ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, फेजेस. Migraine include 4 phases. First is prodrome, second is aura, third is headache, and fourth is postdrome. Now discussion of these 4 phases. First, prodrome or premonitory phase. In this, symptoms are yawning, excitation, fatigue, depression, excitation, craving or distaste for various foods, even lethargic can also seen. These symptoms begin from 12 to 36 hours before aura and headache phase and it lasts for 15 to 20 minutes. Next is aura phase. Aura is just a simple prior of feeling or sensation before headache. It's a warning or signal before onset of headache. It includes symptoms like flashing of light, zigzag lines, blurring of vision, and it all includes in visual aura. Second, difficulty in focusing. Third, we can see sensory aura also. It is a sensation, tingling sensation on one side of body like in face or upper limb. And last is language aura, that we find difficulty with wording and speech, and this phase lasts up to the 15 to 30 minutes. Now third and most important phase, headache. Headache is pulsating headache and it is usually unilateral, that is restricted to one side, and sometimes it is also bilateral. And headache associated symptoms are anorexia, nausea, vomiting, photophobia and phonophobia, very prominent, tinnitus, and in some people there is also seen cutaneous allodynia. It's an hypersensitivity of skin to touch. And the last and final phase is post-trauma phase. Its phase is following headache. Patient complains of fatigue, severe exhaustion, depression, unbearable pain, and some patients feel unusually fresh. Its duration lasts up to few hours, up to 2 days. In this phase, people actually realize कि जैसे सर घुमाना और कफ स्नीज करना, ये सब जो एक्चुअली नेचुरल होता है, इस फेज़ के दौरान उन्हें इनमें पेन होने लगता है. लाइक वो चीखते वक्त, सर घुमाते हुए उनको बहुत ज़्यादा पेन होता है बिकॉज ऑफ द मोस्ट सेंसिटाइजेशन ऑफ द नर्व. Migraine has also a genetic link that in some people they are more sensitive to stimuli like pain, and this is something inherited from genes. That's why it's a familial disorder. Now, classification of migraine, usually of two types: common migraine and classic migraine. Common migraine, also called migraine without aura, and it is seen in majority of the cases. Classic migraine is migraine with aura. But according to Headache Classification Committee of International Headache Society, migraine has a third subtype called complicated migraine. Now, the next topic is pathophysiology. Pathophysiology, in this we can say migraine is due to changes in neurochemicals and changes in blood flow. So on the basis of these changes, we put two theories. First is vascular and second is neurogenic or serotonin theory. In vascular theory, it states initial vasoconstriction or shunting of blood through carotid arteriovenous anastomosis produce cerebral ischemia and starts attack. So it includes 2 points. Intracranial or extracranial blood vessel vasodilation cause headache, and aura is due to intracerebral blood vessel constriction. In serotonin theory, it states how serotonin linked to migraine. Due to migraine, serotonin levels get decreased, and due to which blood vessels become contracted, and due to this contraction, blood vessels become narrow and cause symptoms of migraine like headache and pain. Now, a point to be noted: a spreading depression of cortical electrical activity followed by vascular phenomena. That means vascular changes. So, some triggering events like due to some nerve activation, it appears to produce neurogenic inflammation of affected blood vessels, and that is amplified by retrograde transmission in afferent nerves and release of some neuropeptides by affected nerves. So, what is that affected nerve? Trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve is the fifth cranial nerve which got affected in migraine, as it is the main nerve that innervates face and that take pain cessation of face along with durameter of brain. What is the role of durameter here? Why I write this word? So durameter, it's a tough outermost covering of brain, and it has also nociceptors that are also called pain receptors. So when trigeminal nerve got activated, it sensitized pain receptor in durameter, and then signal come in brain and detect the area of pain. So basically durameter is origin of pain. But हमें पेन जो होता है वो हमें फ्रंटल रीजन ऑफ ब्रेन पे यानी कॉर्टेक्स में फील होता है या फिर ऑक्सीपिटल एरिया में फील होता है. वाई? ड्यू टू बिकॉज ऑफ. So now we come to the flow chart that how a trigeminal nerve activation can cause symptoms of migraine. When trigeminal nerve got activated due to stimuli, it release of neuropeptides like VIP, vasoactive inhibitory peptide, calcitonin gene related peptide, and substance P, and also serotonin. All these peptides cause painful neurogenic inflammation in meningeal vasculature, and they ultimately cause mast cell regranulation, plasma protein extravasation, basal dilation, activation of nociceptors that are called pain receptors, and all these contribute to migraine, headache, and other symptoms. So it is the pathophysiology of migraine. Now we come to the diagnosis. So diagnosis is based on the medical history. So this history is utmost important in such patients. And headache diary, migraine triggers, and investigations, EEG, CT brain, and MRI. Now management of migraine. So there is no cure for headache, but there are options to treat and prevent them. So it management holds in two ways: non-pharmacological treatment and pharmacological treatment. Non-pharmacological treatment means here we have to we have to identify the triggers and to avoid them. Second is meditation, to relax our body, to get free of some psychological factors like stress, tension and all. Psychotherapy, relaxation training, and improve our lifestyle by avoiding alcohol, smoking and all the other dietary factors that triggers migraine. Next is an important pharmacotherapy or drug therapy. This therapy is based on severity and frequency of attacks and also the response of individual patient to drugs. So on this basis, we divide migraine into three stages: mild migraine, moderate migraine and severe migraine. In mild migraine, attack will be one per month, or no, means attack will be few, and that attack will be tolerable and last up to 8 hours. So in this type, we give the drugs like simple analgesics that are called painkillers, NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and their combination can also be given. And third is antiemetics. I put here a plus minus sign, that means antiemetics can be need or not. If they are the symptoms of vomiting and nausea, it's up to the patient, तभी हम उनको एंटीएमेटिक्स देंगे. So analgesic like paracetamol or aspirin can be given, and they should be taken at the first attack and repeat after 4 to 6 hours. NSAIDs like ibuprofen, naproxen, diclofenac, mefenamic acid, indomethacin, or in the combination. Next is moderate migraine. In this, attacks will be 1 to 2 per month and the throbbing headache will be more intense. It lasts up to 6 to 24 hours. Nausea, vomiting symptoms will be prominent more. So in this phase, we will give antiemetics, and antiemetics like domperidone or metoclopramide will be given. इसके अलावा स्ट्रॉन्गर NSAIDs और उसके कॉम्बिनेशन दे सकते हैं. स्पेसिफिक एंटी माइग्रेन ड्रग्स विल बी गिवन इन दिस फेज, विल बी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस फेज ओनली. ट्रिप्टन और ergot preparation, these are specific anti migraine drugs. Now third phase is severe migraine. Patients suffer from 2 to 3 attacks or more per month. It lasts up to 12 to 48 hours. There will be a severe throbbing pain and vertigo, vomiting will more prominent than the moderate migraine phase. So in this, we will give drugs like specific anti-migraine drugs plus antiemetics, and along with the drugs, we will give a prophylactic treatment, including these 4 drugs: propanol, that's a beta blocker for controlling vertigo; amitriptyline, that's a tricyclic antidepressant; calcium channel blocker like flunarizine; valproate or topiramate, anticonvulsants. These 4 drugs include in preventive therapy and given in severe migraine phase. So some specific anti-migraine drugs: triptans and ergot alkaloids, I already told about it. That includes, triptans include sumatriptan, rizatriptan and many more, and ergot alkaloids include ergotamine and dihydroergotamine. Dihydroergotamine is more effective than ergotamine. These triptans and ergot alkaloids have same mechanism of action. They both are agonist of 5-HT1B and 1D receptors. And what these receptors do? These are autoreceptors. These autoreceptors are located at presynaptic neuron and they inhibit the release of neuropeptides. And if they inhibit the release of neuropeptide, then there will be no inflammation. And they also cause vasoconstrictions. So here I will end the discussion of migraine. Thank you.